questions. They don't know a lot about everything in the store, so it's very impersonal and doesn't help a lot. Yeah. Any other reason why? Yeah, go ahead.
Gaining the trust of people.
Yeah.
To enlarge in our clientele.
Yeah, so that's one of my topics I'm going to bring up is you get a lot of recommendations or referrals based on the trust you create, for sure. One thing is the price. You guys all aware that it costs less to market it outside of a store, right? So what's called middleman expenses, you have to charge for things like the heat in the store, the lights, right? You have to charge for the person to deliver it, shipping, all those kind of things, right? That marks up the price of anything in a store. So by selling it direct, it allows us to take out those costs that normally go into the price. Does anyone know how much it costs to make a can of Pepsi or Coke to manufacture it?
5 cents.
Yeah. Okay, and you pay $1, right? At least? Okay, so you're not paying for the syrup, you're paying for the advertising and the shipping and the store and all that stuff, right? So by selling it direct, we can take out those costs and offer it for a lower price, right? Now, it's nice too at this time of the year because it eliminates you having to go to the mall, drive around for a half hour to park, okay? So this is also a good thing, is it eliminates hassles, so it's more convenient, and that's another benefit of selling direct. So the bottom line is we sell more because we sell direct. Second thing is, why do you think you as a rep, why would you set up your own appointments? Why don't we have a telemarketer or another person in the office that sets up the appointment with the customer? It's always important that you do it. Yeah, it's more personal, right? Plus, you're the person who's going to meet them, right? So you get to know them a little bit on the phone already before you go see them. So that adds another, dimension in the whole course of the presentation. Yeah. Any other one? Anyone else know why it's important for you to set it up?
Trust.
Trust. Yeah. You were referred to this person because the last person you showed the demo to wanted you to be the one to go see them, right? So it creates that level of trust, and they want you to be the one to contact them. They appreciate one-on-one. The other advantage for you is the flexibility of being able to set up your appointments when you want to do them. A lot of you talked about in your sheet that I've looked over briefly here is, the flexibility. You might be working around a part-time position. This might be full-time for you. You might be working around school. There's a lot of different things, right? Family. Because of that, when you do your appointments, it might not be the exact same as someone else sitting in the room. We have reps in our team that some of them only like to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Most of my appointments when I was a rep were done like that. I did some appointments on weekends because my friends work weekends. So then I would take time off in the middle of the week instead of on the weekend so that I could spend time with them. So that was an advantage. We have some reps that like to work just afternoons, evenings. That's what they do. Paul Kissel, I brought him up earlier, but his first summer, he golfed every day. His first summer, I swear every day. He called me from like the first tee every morning. So he would golf from like 6 a.m. till noon, and then he did Petco appointments in the afternoon and evening. He made over 10,000, and he did really well with us. We have people that like some more flexibility. Plus, where you do your appointments is important. When I was a rep, I lived by the university, so I always asked my customers, I always tried to set up my appointments in the Northwest or by the school. I didn't drive, I did my own car, right? So scheduling presentations in the same area was really important to me. Some reps like to work just in the area that they live in. Some people go home for Christmas, so they like the idea they can take Petco with them where they go, and they get paid to do appointments in their hometown. Emily Roth on our team, she's from Red Deer. She goes to Red Deer every second weekend. She's a student in our team. Every second weekend she goes there for 3 days and 2.5 days, and she does work there. So it depends on your situation and the flexibility you get with that. So plus a lot of business is done over the phone. It's good to get comfortable with that. The third and the last thing is, why do you think we have you see people that you know initially rather than starting out with someone you don't know at all? You feel comfortable, right? Yeah, go ahead, Bevan.
They'll give you input.
What kind of advice do you get from people you know? Honest. We call that constructive criticism, right? They're the ones that will feel good saying to you, slow down, speed up. Don't say that, say that. They'll say that stuff, right? They'll do that because they know you. And the greatest thing about that is that when they know you, they're not going to judge you, they're going to judge the product, right? They're already sold on you, who you are, right? So the feedback that you get from them, you can really trust the feedback. They're going to tell you what they think. They're going to give you honest feedback that's going to help you improve, which is really good. So it's a more relaxed atmosphere, which makes it easier to learn. You're not worried about who you're showing, it's just what you're saying, which is good. And it'll build your confidence. There's people that will tell you, oh, I'm not going to get anything, and then they get something, and that's kind of cool. You're like, oh, that's cool. That was definitely the product. Okay, it did that, not you. By the way, they're going to see you because they know you, okay? But they don't buy because they know you, okay? That's important for you to know. When I was new, I remember showing my grandparents a demo, and they bought one of our biggest sets, and I was really excited. And then I said to my grandma, I said, did you buy this just because it's me? She's like, I saw it because it was you. I bought them because I need them. I was like, okay. And I told my manager that, and he said, Angie, how good do you think you are? You think they're just going to get it and you show up? He's like, why bother doing the demo? Just ask for cash. I was like, okay. He's like, they get it because of the knives. I was like, right. Because, and they're going to have them forever. I was like, right. Now, I mentioned this fast start contest a little bit earlier, right? I said, in my fast start, I won Cutco and I won some stuff. Well, your first 10 days in our company is called your fast start. And we want you, which I hope none of you want to have a slow start, okay, we want you to have a fast start in the company. Training is designed to get you off to a fast start in your first weekend. And then that takes you into your first week. Why do you think your first 10 days or your first week or so is important in any job? Yeah, go ahead,
It shows the management where you're going to be at in the future.
Yeah, it might show some people that you work with, your commitment and where you're at, yeah. What else? Yeah.
It builds a foundation for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Because you're building on something, right? So you build on when you're new, and you get to build on the right thing when you're new. So we want you to get experience. Okay, we want you to dive in. We want you to learn the most. I want you to replace any nervousness with confidence. Does anyone here know how to drive a standard or stick shift? So do you? Only two of you. Wow. You do too? Okay, good. Okay. When you learned how to drive the first time, do you remember the initial experience of learning to drive a standard?
Crash on.
What's that?
Crash on.
Oh gosh, exactly. Well, it's totally. Exactly. You're doing this a lot, right? Because you're trying to get used to that. Now when you drive your car or a standard, right, do you even have to think about how much the clutch is going? It's just automatic, right? Why I'm using it as an example is because when you're new at the job, right, you're having to think, when do I say that? When do I do this? When do I do this, right? We want to give you some incentive to do a lot of appointments, as many as you can in your first 10 days. Because I want you in 10 days to be at that point where you're like, I don't even have to think. I'm just going with the flow, right? I'm really confident. We want to do that. So we want to create and develop the right habits. And we have a contest for you to win a lot of free Cutco in your first 10 days, which is really cool. There's levels for everybody to win. You don't compete against anybody. Everybody can win them. So to give you an example of this, okay, I'm going to make a statement. When you show Cutco to at least 10 people, okay, at least 10 people, and just follow what you're taught, okay, people will buy over $1,000 Cutco. You will sell at least $1,000 by showing at least 10 people in your first 10 days. For some of you, that will happen even this weekend. So just by following what you're taught, using the training manual that I'm going to give you, you all, in your first 10 demos, okay, you'll sell at least $1,000. So remember that number and hold me that statement, okay, because I know that that's going to happen. How do we know that's going to happen even if you've never sold anything before, okay? Because that's what happens most of the time. When a representative shows Cutco to somebody in a sincere, honest, and enthusiastic manner, covering all the important facts, okay, that's what ends up happening as a result. You don't have to memorize it. It's all in a training manual I'm going to give you. It's very easy to follow as well. The more presentations you do, the more customers buy. Any apprehension and nervousness will be replaced with experience, by experience and confidence. The training is going to prepare you to get off to a great start in the company, great fast start. So now, by the sounds of your voices, does anybody want me to tell you what the fast start contest is right now rather than later? Later. Okay. All right. Good. So I just got to tell you guys, the contest is so cool though that I can only tell you if you're really excited. And the only way I'll know if you're excited is if you get kind of loud. So the louder you get, the better chance you have of attending the contest. This training is going to be a little different than you've gone through in any other company, so just be prepared for that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a basic demo. I want you to see what you're going to be doing. And the best way for me to do that is to show you on a demo DVD. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. You're going to watch a basic demo that's been done by our company just so you can see how everything folds up. There's no need for you to take notes. Okay, so no need to take notes. Now, it is a video we did. Okay, so it is we have customers in place. We have someone that watched the whole demo. And you're going to see about 90% of the actual presentation.